guys. Let's get it. It's 5:30. I don't know if you guys can see me right now, but I just pulled up to the gym. I'm gonna train legs today with Jared again. So yeah, it's gonna be a good workout. I'll show you guys some clips from that workout, but hopefully go in, get our shit done, and then get out of there. Looking forward to it.
Set RPE roughly 7 to 8.
That was easy.
Good. So on a Smith machine hip thrust, we're going 3 seconds down and then squeeze as hard as you can at the top. You almost want to squeeze your glutes like you're trying to hold in a shit or something. As hard as you can.
Both sets anywhere from 10 to 12 reps.
So if you guys haven't seen my story, you know I've been taking intro workouts, which is just a quick form of candy for a quick intro workout carb source. What that does, the sugar just gets the glycogen to your bloodstream super fast, gives you a quick hit of energy, and also a good pump. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm eating so many calories in a day. I'm eating almost 4,000 calories a day just to continue my bulk. So I'm trying to get carbs and extra calories really wherever I can.
just wrapped up a killer workout, and honestly my legs are shaking, and that's how you know that you pour some serious muscle fiber up in there, because I used the bathroom after, and as I was standing up I literally couldn't stand still because my legs were shaking so hard. Yeah, so it was a really good one. Did a bunch. Normally I do shoulders today, and I put on my story I said I was doing shoulders today too, but whenever I work out with a buddy, the workouts just tend to go a little bit longer, so I was, by the end of it, it was already like an hour and 20 minutes, and I was just like, you know what, I'd have been in here long enough, and I've already been pushing myself harder than normal, so I'm not gonna train shoulders today. And it's just something that you gotta learn to like kind of be smart with, because you don't want to overtrain too much, because if you overtrain too much, you're just gonna burn yourself out for the rest of the week. So one of the things I've learned to do is just pace myself, and towards the end of the week, that's when you can really kind of put it all in the tank. But yeah, so crazy leg workout. Now I'm gonna go home and slam a meal. I just had a banana this morning, and also like an intra-workout carb source. So I'm pretty hungry right now, so I'm gonna go home, have a big post-workout meal. I don't stress too much about getting a protein shake right after, just because it's the post-workout gap for protein synthesis is not as serious as many people think, and really just don't over stress about it. Just get protein in as soon as you can, really, and it's not that big of a deal if you can't get it immediately after your workout. So I'll see you guys at home with breakfast. Hey guys, so it's Thursday right now, and Thursday is the day when I don't have any classes on campus, but I still have a bunch of my online classes to do, and even some homework from my on-campus classes. So basically, the way I structure my week is on my days when I have campus classes, I'll get everything done for those classes on that day. And then the days that I don't, that's when I focus entirely on my online class. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm about 50-50, about half online, half on campus. So I get kind of a balanced workload. And I like my online classes because I can do them from home. So it's really convenient, to be honest with you. So I'm going to spend the next, honestly, few hours of the day just grinding out some homework and trying to get as much of that done as I can. And then I really don't know what I'm going to do next. Potentially start editing this video or whatever. And I might even go do some hunting this afternoon, because if you guys don't know, I'm a big kind of hunter and fisherman. I live up here in Minnesota, so it's deer hunting right now, so it's kind of a holiday for us Minnesotans. So I get that stuff done, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I've been doing homework now for maybe 2.5, 3 hours, and I just kind of hit a slump. And when I hit a slump, there's no chance of me getting any more shit done. So I like to just take a break, or maybe go on a walk, or just do something other than just looking at a piece of paper for a few minutes. So what I do have to do today is I have a few errands to run. I gotta go get a quick little bit of groceries first. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna kind of get me under the desk, face off the paper, and just kind of think about something else. And so I'll go do that, maybe like an hour or so, and then come back and get right back to it. So I'm gonna run to Target here quick, get some essentials, and be right back to it. Okay, so I just got home right now, and from running my errands, and so now I'm gonna go on just like my daily walk. And yes, I still go on my daily walks even when I'm in like the peak of my bulk, or not quite peak yet, but even on a bulk, and even when it's like 20 degrees outside. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's snow on the ground. It's like 20 degrees out, so I'm still gonna go on my daily walk. It's gonna be inside on the treadmill. I don't consider this cardio, simply just because my heart rate is not getting that high. This is purely just to get some steps in, burn some calories, just so I'm not sitting around entirely throughout the entire day. But yeah, so I like this a lot, actually. I get to catch up on some YouTube, just think a little bit. So I'm slowly decreasing the walk though. So I started out doing about 30 minutes throughout the summer and throughout my kind of maintenance phase. And now as I get farther into my bulk, I'm slowly decreasing it. So I'm on to about 20 minutes right now. So not even that long. But yeah, so we'll get after it. Alright guys, so it's time to talk about the overall kind of point of this video, and that is how I got out of my plateau in terms of gaining weight, gaining muscle in my bulk. So as you guys obviously know, I've been in a bulk for probably the past 4.5 months now, and I've been consistently gaining weight on a weekly and monthly basis. It's been awesome so far. But then there has been times, when my weight just stops, my metabolism catches up with the amount of food I'm eating, and that way I just maintain my weight. I can't gain any more. And I recently was just in a really big one. So I'm gonna talk about how I got out of that. And right away, I'm just gonna say the answer. It's simple, just straightforward. You just need to eat more food. So for example, I started out, or before I got in my plateau, I was eating roughly 480 grams of carbs a day, and my weight was staying the exact same. And for those of you who don't know, 480 grams of carbs, that is a shit ton of food to be eating on a daily basis.
and not many of us eat that. So that there just proves that I already have a very fast metabolism to be eating that much and just maintaining my weight, if not losing weight. So I had to eat more food. And what I recommend doing when you hit a plateau like this is to increase your food intake by about 100 calories or 20 grams of carbs. For those of you who don't know, 20 grams of carbs, 4 calories per gram of carb, that's gonna be about 80 calories. So if you want to, you could even do 25 grams of carbs to be exactly 100 grams, 100 calories, excuse me. But personally, I just like to go up by about 20 carbs at a time. And for me, that really kind of pushes me out of the plateau. It spikes my weight up a little bit, and it puts me back into a calorie surplus. So for example, if you do this, if your weight stops and you up your calories, up your carb intake by about 20 grams of carbs, and your weight stays the same, that still means you're in a calorie deficit or you're at maintenance. So what I like to do is maybe up it for a day. And usually what happens, if you're on point with this all, as soon as you up it, you're gonna see your weight shoot up by about a pound the next day, because you're gonna be adding an extra 100 calories into your surplus, and you're also gonna be adding more carbs, and carbs retain water, and you're gonna hold a little bit more sodium. So you're gonna wake up the next day about a pound if you're in a proper surplus. And then after that day or two, your weight will stable back out again, and it'll slowly creep up. Instead of going way up, it'll just slowly creep up. So that first day is usually a pretty big spike in weight. But like I said, just increase your carbohydrates. People make the mistake by thinking you need as much protein as possible or as much fat as possible. The main thing in muscle growth, in my opinion, and majority of other people's opinions, is going to be your carbohydrates. These are what's going to give you energy, replenish your glycogen stores, and they're just going to fuel your muscle growth. Any higher protein just has no further benefit. Yes, there's not necessarily anything negative to it, I guess, other than the fact that by adding more protein, you're furthering your calorie surplus, but you're furthering it in a way that doesn't really add any extra benefit. You're just going to gain unnecessary weight. Whereas if you further that surplus with carbs, those carbs actually have extra use to them, and you can use them, like I just said, for the energy to drive your training and continue to make progressive overload in the gym. And you're going to feel a lot more fuller, a lot more pumped, and just better. So the only thing you should be increasing throughout your bulk is carbohydrates. And again, if you get to the point where you're having to eat like 5,000 calories a day, you can sometimes increase your fats too. But for a general rule, I kind of like to cap my fats at about 100 grams. That's what I'm at right now. I cap it at 100, because any more than that, I guess you can kind of store more fats directly as fat, because fat will store as fat more directly and easier. But it's not the end of the world, really. The biggest thing in terms of gaining weight is your caloric surplus, and fats are a lot more dense in calories. So if you need to eat the calories to continue gaining weight, by all means, don't be afraid to add your fats. But for a general rule, cap it at 100. So I kind of went on a little rant there. But when you hit a weight plateau, pretty simple, eat more food. And to increase this, just increase it by about 20 carbs at a time. And I don't even eat anything different. For example, I have my dinner, which is usually my oats or my cereal. To increase that, I just added a little bit more oats to my bowl of oats, or poured a little bit more cereal into my bowl to equal 20 grams more. Or even for my intro workout, I usually have like 4 or 5 pieces of like Swedish fish for like an intro workout carb source. I might double that and get another 10 grams out of that, and then have, say, a piece of fruit beforehand to add that extra 20 grams of carbs. So I don't really change a whole lot. I'll just add to what I'm already eating to equate to another 20 grams of carbs to my diet. But yeah, so this is about 2 weeks ago, and I've actually had to do the same thing again. So now I'm eating about 520 grams of carbs. So it's really just a never ending. You just have to keep on eating if your weight stops, and that's the cold hard truth about it. It's not the easiest, but if you can find foods that you enjoy and you like eating, then it's almost fun. So that's really all I gotta say, guys. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this and you maybe learned something from it. But like always, please let me know if you have any questions. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.